Good morning. Good morning. And we have a very nice looking new moon happening this week. Today's Monday, so we're still in that dark moon phase. When we have a new moon, it means that we are starting a new cycle. So today we're in this ending of the old cycle, which started with the solar eclipse in Aries. So it's been a little bit of a powerful month. I expect many of you have felt it. But yeah, something fresh is emerging with the new moon. It's feeling a lot more grounded in Taurus. And I'm just going to pull up the chart because it's easier to bounce off the image and talk about the energies to expect for the month. Okay, so once again with the chart, everything seems to be all on one side. Many planets are in and energies are in the signs of Aries and Taurus, which are extremely personal. So we are still working on ourselves a bit during this month, but with the energy of Taurus, fixed earth, we're actually starting to plant things. They're starting to get laid in as foundations and get quite strong and rooted into our current situation. So the new moon is at 18 degrees of Taurus. And if you can see where the sun and the moon are on the chart, you can also see that there are other energies, quite a lot of other energies in Taurus during this time. You have the Uranus, which has been in Taurus for quite a few years, getting up to the final degrees, 22 degrees. So it's still going to take a little bit of time to move out of Taurus, but we've had Uranus in there for quite a while now. This is a slow moving planet. It's a planet that isn't one of our personal planets, it's outer forces. So this can come with sudden change, revolution, and yeah, shaking things up a bit. Uranus tends to be the yeah, associated to Aquarius, which comes in and shakes things up and does things differently. It thinks outside the box. So it's been changing and revolutionizing our Taurus themes, which have to do with money, agriculture, like earthly things, materialism, consumerism in a way, I suppose. So like our relationship to money and possessions, also our relationship to ourselves and our sense of value, what we value and how we value ourselves. So this has been like a slow process, and it's been causing a lot of disruptions on the earth as well through this time. Big forest fires, flash floods and earthquakes, etc., volcanoes. This is just going to cause a bit of shake up on the land. And next to that blue character there, that Uranus figure, we have Jupiter. So Jupiter goes through each sign about the pace of a year. So over the last year, it's at 25 degrees now. So it's coming into the end of this cycle in Taurus, and it will be moving into Gemini this year and starting a new expansive episode in a different sign. So a lot of last year, Jupiter was retrograde, and so there was a lot of inner work going on around our sense of self-worth, I would say, and our relationship to money. And this has it's felt a little bit difficult, I think, for me to really see the Jupiter moving forward effects come into play because of the different sort of moons we've had this year so far. So the eclipse season was quite wild, quite heavily influenced by Chiron. So there's been a lot of inner healing that's still been going on, even though Jupiter is up and forwards and moving expansively through Taurus. I feel like it's taken until now for us to really start to see the impact of those efforts that we've been making. And so if So everyone's different. Everyone's chart will be impacted differently by that eclipse season, and it happened at 19 degrees, where the sun, the moon, and Chiron were all at 19 degrees, and the North Node. So there was a real focus of energy on our own personal healing and how we see ourselves. So that just takes a little while for the dust to settle, if you like. And now that we can just say, okay, that chapter is closed. What have I learned? What have I seen about myself? Where I've got to in this journey? There's a lot of acknowledging, actually, how far we've come and how much we've learned and what we've gathered in order to build something new or manifest our ideas, our dreams. So this month, we may feel maybe still, for some of us, a little bit like we need to find our feet. And then as the moon grows, as the sun and moon separate and the moon starts her cycle around to fall, we may start to see, okay, yeah, I remember I've done all of that work, and that's coming back to me now. I'm recognizing what I've learned, what I've been gathering, and how it can be useful moving forward. But Taurus is the ball, it's like fixed earth, so it's slow. It's not a tearing ahead sort of time. This is a time for being patient with yourself, being patient with your journey, and yeah, seeing how much is already there to work with. So this is, I would say, a really good cycle to look at those themes that you may find yourself pulled to explore more innovative ways to look after your body. So Taurus is about your health and your body, your physical being. It's the physical. So there's that. There's also, how you see yourself, your personal resources, your personal values. I know that is a big one for me, and other people in my Moon Cycles community actually kind of going, all right, okay, maybe I have got some use in this world and I can put some value on it. Also, our senses and our relationship to nature, I would say, is quite a big thing, a big thing that might pop up and make us realize actually what's really important and how we can engage with the world around us and build relationships with the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. There's a lot, especially this time of year. I find it's, maybe this is why it's Taurus has those, it's that time of year in the northern hemisphere where the plant life is bursting out, and we're seeing nature's medicine cabinet just absolutely ripe with all sorts of potential, whether it's coming from the ground or off of a tree. This is a really, really, really nice time to follow your senses as well. We have a really nice play with Saturn in Pisces as well. So the sun and the moon are 18 degrees and they're working harmoniously with Saturn in Pisces at 17 degrees. So this is about getting real with the spiritual side of things. So everything has a spirit. Everything, that's not made up. There is an energy to anything that's living or already made manifest. So with that energy, we can work with it and it can teach us stuff. So I'm very fond of trees. I've spent a lot of time with trees. They teach me. They constantly teach me. And I think this, if you're looking for a way to explore your own healing during this time, following your senses and looking for those scents outside the blossoms, a particular plant that might be giving you a fragrance that's calling you. Some of the blossoms are starting to die off, but you'll still very much get the hawthorn, some apple blossom, and the elder flower is over the next couple of weeks going to be in full bloom. And this particular tree is a really great medicine keeper, And they're all of these trees that offer fruit are very feminine. So it's a really nice way to explore the more feminine aspect of your journey, of your life, of your inner workings. It's and become a bit more intuitive with the way that you interact with the world around you. So Saturn in Pisces is about discipline there. So there's discipline disciplines that we may have been practicing, even if they're like small, just something daily, a better way of talking to ourselves, a better way of feeding ourselves, or just at least applying some sort of control and yeah, groundedness into what we want to bring into this next cycle. So the ruling planet of Taurus is Venus, and she's also in Taurus at the moment. So this makes this a particularly potent month, I would say. All of these energies are quite expansive on an inner level and an outer level. So there's work we can do slowly, deliberately, including ourselves in the in our efforts, not making it all about what we can achieve externally and how we can earn and how we can get some sort of recognition externally. This month is more about how can we change that inner recognition for ourselves so that we can then vibrate on a different level and bring more stability, more groundedness, more truth to the world around us and the people that we engage with. So that's a little roundup for this coming month. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can visit my website and I'll be happy to get in touch.